hold it down. I just remembered it for 40 years.
Why you?
You might have been. Why do you think I'm giving you a chance that nobody never gave me? You know why? Because when I look at you, I see me a long time ago. Just like me. Full of dilly hell and spoiling for trouble. With the whole world kicking in the backside. I'm going to make it easy for you. So don't argue with me. There's them that'd cut my heart out for what I'm giving you free for nothing. 250,000 iron men. $250,000 in gold. So don't argue with me. Don't memorize it down. Memorize it. And don't ever write it down. All right.
Good luck, Joe.
Son, you still have the tag.
Thanks.
I'll move it, friend.
Why don't you give me a chance to get even?
Now you couldn't beat me, friend. I got the old engine sign on you.
driving to the driving run.
Don't pop your fingers at me, boy.
What do I gotta do to get waited on?
Wait.
Oh, that's very funny. I said, what do I gotta do to get waited on? Shout or something?
What would you find in this joint to shout about, boy?
Drop the gum.
Okay, Your Reverence. Anything else, Your Reverence?
That's what I come in for. See you spit your gum out. Okay, now get on with a pig sandwich and lots of hot stuff and slaw.
I said you have to wait.
Nobody laughed that time.
Until tomorrow. Kitchen's closed.
You need some help, Hank?
Who from?
Just put a dime in the box and mind your own business. I'll give you a ready-made sandwich, that's all.
All right.
Beer or pop?
I get beer. Well, don't let me keep you.
50 cents.
Make it another beer.
Right, Hank. Nice.
Thanks, thanks.
What do they call you Hank for? Hey, Hank. What do they call you Hank for?
It's shorter than Henrietta. City Pig. No. Yeah, earlier. Well, I'm not expecting anybody. We're about ready to close. Yeah, sure, I'll tell him. Okay. You want any more?
Who's you talking to on the telephone?
You want any more beer?
Sure.
Only for the last one, that'll be 60 cents.
Yeah, just keep the change. I ain't no penny squeezer.
I am. I squeeze until the blood runs.
What do you like?
Oh, it doesn't make any difference.
Why did you lean your head back in there?
What?
That boot. Lean your head back and bend your neck.
Because maybe I'm tired.
It was beautiful.
Yet I see rainbows in your hair.
I don't suppose you want to dance, huh?
That's right.
For a dream
kind of a creep?
No, I just drink like a fish.
Sorry to be so late, Hank. I was with her. Well, I just can't quit a friendly poker game winner.
I would.
Hey, fella, we're closing up. Why don't you call it a night, huh?
I'll wait.
Go on. I'll be turning out the lights.
What, this?
No, I don't want your crummy doll.
Could be the beginning of that strange, sweet magic.
What are you so nasty for? He's a customer.
He said, poop.
He didn't look so bad to me. You could have let him walk you home.
Don't Mr. Dang! Mr. Dang!
You can sit up if you want.
Easy.
I'm a police chief named Hannibal.
Where's that guy?
What did he look like?
It was dark. I didn't make him.
Where'd you pick that up? Make him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, hey, take it easy, will you? Hank found you, kid. We brought you over here in my car.
Witness out of the points? That's cute, yes, sir. That's real cute. Where you from?
L.A.
What's your name?
Monday?
Monday what?
Joe Mundy.
Take this.
What is it? Take it.
That'll put him to sleep in a little while. Want to keep him here? No, he can go. Where you staying?
I ain't got a vision.
We can fix you up with a bed at the jail.
Oh, no, you don't. You don't bag me.
Now, who said anything about bagging? You're clean, son. You've been robbed.
I ain't been robbed.
Well, what do you know about that? I never would have thought of that. Hank, Mrs. Williams got any rooms?
Yeah, sure, I guess so.
Fix him up?
I'll drive him over.
Drop around, see me tomorrow. We'll try to get a line on the guy that mugged you. Now, Joe, I got your towel.
What would I do with a crummy doll?
Thanks, Mr. Ding.
Good night, Hank.
Good night. That you, Hank? I brought you a customer, Mrs. Williams. Fella needs a room. He ain't feeling so good.
I'm sorry to hear that you're poorly. Mr.
Joe Mundy.
I'm Clem Williams.
How much are the rooms here?
Oh, I expect we can talk about that in the morning since you're feeling so poorly.
$15. Breakfast and dinner. A week, that is.
Well, I don't know how long I'm going to be staying here.
Just as long as you want. Hank, you know the vacancies as well as us. Take him right on upstairs.
Come on.
Why don't you give him number 6, Hank? Now, that's a fine room, Joe. Mama, why don't we snack a little before turning in, huh?
Would you like some canned peaches, Clem?
That sounds good, Mama.
Well, good morning, Joe. Come right in and meet the folks. Folks, this is the fella had that little accident last night. You know, Hank filled me in on that difficulty. A little bad luck there, Joe. You know, I don't know what this town's coming to. Oh, this is Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson's a brakeman on the Southern Pacific. And Mr. Felton here represents the Country Gentleman magazine in this territory. Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Latimer, ladies first. Mrs. Latimer's been living with us ever since her husband died. And these are the Long brothers, Dig and Jig. They're in the cesspool cleaning business. We call them honey dippers here. No offense, fellas. Hank! Hank! See what our new guests will have for breakfast.
Have eggs, too. Any style you want them. Orange juice can.
Okay.
Well, how do you want them?
Easiest way.
What business you in?
Mechanic.
Locating here?
It all depends.
Might try the sugar mill. They hire a lot of mechanics there.
Thanks, maybe I will.
Well, now, I guess I'd better get about it. Nice that you're with us, Joe.
Get about what? What's he always getting about?
Pinball machines. He just plunks pinball machines all day.
He's very good to his mother.
He ought to be. She supported him all his life.
Well, cleanliness and strong. He's always been weakly.
A brain, you mean, him and that brother of his whole family, if you ask me. I'm sick and tired of him and his jokes. Honey dippers. It's honest work.
Welcome.
You work all the time? Night and day?
What about?
Well, you got a sick father or something to support?
I got me, that's a lot.
Yeah, I guess maybe it is. I guess I was pretty much of a jerk last night in the diner.
That's all right. We get lots of jerks in the diner.
Well, let's get going.
Hold your horses, little brother. Let him get way ahead.
He's gonna run into Uncle George.
Uncle George will play it cozy.
Ah, he's an old fool.
Well, now, that's no words to speak about your poor old Uncle George, little brother. Uncle George has had a hard time, same as us.
He ain't got all these marbles.
Oh, be nice, little brother. Families just got to love one another.
What you doing around here?
Maybe I'm waiting for a train.
Well, you're on my property.
There's some property.
Anyways, it's mine. You off it.
You live back there?
I seen you snooping around my house.
I'm just trying to rouse somebody.
But you did and you get.
What's your name, Pop?
It ain't Pop. You just shake a leg before I split you between the eyes.
Okay, Pop. I was going anyway. Thanks for the hospitality. Hey, now you cut that out, Pop. Oh! You old buzzard, I'm going.
You ain't going fast enough.
All right, now don't you throw any more rocks, Pop. If you throw any more, I'm going to take a stick to you.
Couldn't catch me, could you? Put you on the jackrabbit, ain't I?
Oh, my, that Uncle George.
Oh, lunatic.
Come on, let's get him.
For what?
He must have got the map with him.
You didn't find it on him last night, did you? No, sir, that's not the smart thing anyway, little brother. Things to wait and keep them close. You ain't going after that cash without a car, truck, or something. Just getting the lay of the land. But he knows all right, little brother. He...
What's your name, young fellow?
Why?
That's your identification.
My name's Joe Mundy.
The chief wants to see you.
What's the charge?
Come on.
That ain't legal. Make a charge.
He just said to pick you up.
Just like that, huh? What if he said go jump in the lake?
We jump. Let's go.
What are you doing in my town, Joe?
Cops think they own everything, don't they?
I've been the law here for more than a while, Joe. I've got a proprietary interest in who's born, who dies, who comes, and who goes.
Maybe I'm looking for work.
Maybe not. Joseph Mundy, General Commitment, State School of Correction, 1946 to 1951. State Penitentiary Manslaughter, July 1953 to April 30, 1956. That was yesterday. You still smell of disinfectant.
Okay, I'll eat,
What kind of a job are you looking for, Joe?
just a job.
Now, you got a trade and reform school, didn't you?
Everybody gets a trade and reform school. Automobiles.
Hold a second, will you, Joe? I guess you could stay around for a while if you keep your nose clean. A fellow like you's got to make a stand somewhere, I guess. Maybe I can help.
Oh, I'll manage.
Suit yourself. How'd you get along with Ned Glaze? He was a cellmate of yours, wasn't
Yeah, for a while. He died.
he? I know. Ned came from this part of the country. Did he tell you?
That old creep never said nothing to me about anything. He was stir crazy, you know?
Yeah, he was quite a famous man in his time. Ned was one of the last of the Western bandits. He got out of the federal penitentiary, let's see, in 1923, I think it was. Homesteaded a little ranch up in the hills right near here. And that doesn't interest you, does it, Joe?
Well, yeah, if I gotta listen.
No, you can go.
Well, what happened?
Oh, nothing much for a couple of years. Then the Southern Pacific Railroad got held up a couple of miles from here. 500 pounds new minute gold, almost $250,000. I brought Ned in for questioning, first thing. Couldn't tie him into it. About a week later, got into a scrap right here in town. Knifed a man to death. Got life. I guess that's all it is, Joe.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ever fish?
Oh, I never had much of a chance.
Want to try it?
Yeah.
Easy. Here.
Was
beginning of that strange, sweet magic we call love.
Hello.
I didn't know anybody else was down here. What are you doing hanging around?
Oh, who's hanging around? I gotta live, don't I? I'm not in your way.
Well, who said you were? I just come down here to look at the water.
Why don't you come over here and sit down?
For what?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we can talk or something.
I told you I'd just come down here to look at the water.
Pretty, ain't it? The carnival.
Is it?
Well, you're looking at it. You can see.
I've seen 1,000 of them. I come here with the carnival. Pa rented a swing or a loop-de-loop. We'd hit the road each year. Pigsty living. Sleeping in a tent, taking a bath out of a bucket. No. I don't think it's pretty.
How long you been here?
3 years. Pa picked up with a sideshow shaker who was dirtier than he was. And I dumped him. Nobody cared. How come you're in Bendale, Mr. What's your name?
Seems like people are always saying that to me. What's your name? Where you going? What are you doing? Where you been? Can't hardly remember a time anybody ever said anything else. But there's gonna be a day. There's gonna come a day and they'll say to me, "Hello, Mr. Mundy." What do you say, Mr. Mundy? Come right in, Mr. Mundy.
Oh, yeah, that'll be the day. I've seen your kind all my life. You drift in from nowhere, you get a couple of bucks in your pocket, and you drift back out again. No ties. No place to come from and no place to go. Yeah, that'll be the day.
You better not get too close to me. You can never tell what I might do.
I ain't as scared of you.
With them 2 jobs, why don't you get yourself a pair of decent shoes?
You sure got a lot of nerve. If you don't like them, you don't have to look at them.
I was just asking.
Well, you sure got a lot of nerve.
Okay, forget it.
I won't pay more than $2 for shoes. Not now, I won't. But there's gonna come a time when I'm gonna have handmade shoes in Paris or one of them places with rhinestone buckles and 4-inch heels.
That'll be the day.
Okay. Tit for tat. But I mean it. I'm gonna be rich and beautiful. Because when you're rich, you're beautiful.
How you gonna do that? Slinging hash?
I'm saving for it.
What, on 35 bucks a week?
45.
45.
Well, what are you laughing about?
Hey, wait a
Oh,
minute. Hey.
Look, I didn't come here for you to laugh at me.
I got no reason to laugh at you.
I guess I asked for that.
Evening, Hank. Nice evening. Huh?
Yeah, guess so.
Where's he been?
Playing patty cake with that girl.
Well, now, that's spring for you.
First thing I'm going to get is a big red tombstone for Papa's grave. One of them fancy ones, with a silver ball on top. And a poem, writ special.
And I'm gonna get one of them big racing speedboats with a mahogany wheel and brass trimmings. And I'll bring it cut and passed down, and folks will say, "There goes Captain Williams." And me with one of those blue hats with a gold braid on it, like an admiral.
Papa comes first, little brother.
Oh.
Then I'm going to get me one of them dishwashing machines. And I'm going to stick every dish in it. And rub my hands with rose oil. And just sit back and watch that machine swish them old dishes around. I washed a jillion dishes in my life. But I ain't going to wash no more.
Won't be long now, Mama.
I never thought I'd live to see the day. There's a bright, happy place, filled with mansions and wonders untold, where someday we shall walk hand in hand.
On the streets that are all paved with gold, in the sweet
Paved with gold,
by and
paved with gold,
by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore.
paved with gold,
In the sweet
paved with gold,
by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore.
Hey, you, down there! Shut up! We got a pool to pump at 6 a.m.
Honey dippers.
Hired anyone in 3 months now. Try us in about 2 weeks.
Afternoon, Joe.
Hello.
Having any luck?
With what? You said you were looking for work. You might try Sid Songster's shop up on 3rd Street.
What's he doing? Looking for a job?
With all that money?
Soft, little brother. Soft now. He's busted. Like I say, he's got to have a car to haul that gold in. He's got to get it to Mexico to get rid of it. That takes money.
Well, how much longer we gotta wait?
Maybe we can hurry things. Maybe we can make a deal. I'll think about it, little brother.
Mr. Saunders.
That's me. Junior, that is.
Oh, is your pa around here any place?
No, Sid will be back in a minute. You got a job you want done?
Oh, I thought maybe you had a job you wanted done. A guy down the street.
You a body man?
Yeah?
Record?
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Know about tire work?
It's easy.
Stick around. Coming for the
Glendale State Patrol to Patrol Car 207. Glendale to 207. Come on in, 207. Glendale to 207.
207's a patrol car for this division.
This is 207, Glendale. Go ahead. 207, accident, Gravel Hills Shores. Get there fast. House trailer in lake. No details, emergency. 207, will do.
207's that lousy trooper Capon. He'll call Brokaw's record. Him and Brokaw's cousins. Capon never calls us.
Why don't you beat Brokaw out?
What do you mean?
Well, the first guy there in emergency gets the job. At least that's the way I've always heard it.
Sid never did that. Anyway, it's too late. Oh, Brokaw will be going out any minute. That's the ambulance heading out now.
Which way does it go?
Out Main Street.
Hey. You want to beat Brokaw?
I don't know.
Well, you better make up your mind.
Look, fella, we ain't even hired you yet.
This is for free.
Sid'll kill me. Come on, let's see if you can do it.
Hey, let me try, will you?
Come on! That songster! Come on, get going, get going!
Let's go see what it is.
Come on, let's see.
Get that wrecker out of here. You weren't called. Radio says an emergency. Where I come from, that's a free-for-all.
Well, who are you?
All you need to know is I got here first.
He's our new driver.
Let's get that boat over here.
Hey! Hey! Throw one of those boats over here, will ya?
Let me see the driver's license.
Officer, that's my trailer and it's sinking. I want it out of the lake quickly.
Look, Brokaw, this ain't a one-wrecker job. It'll take both of us.
Okay, okay.
Will you heap up to the edge there and run a cable down to that rowboat? Load out as we go, kid.
Hey, there's a dog in there. Let's knock the window out.
We can. There underneath the roof's the only thing that's holding it up. How deep is it here?
Oh, maybe 20 feet. More if she's lying over the drop-off. There used to be a cliff here before the lake was made. going down faster. It's almost over the window. Why, throw me that line! Hey, where'd he come from?
He just came in looking for a job, Dad.
That dog's a goner.
Forget that dog. Let's roll him.
Oh, wait a minute. I can get in. There's still some air under that roof.
You're crazy. She might blow a seam any second and go down like a rock.
Hold still, you mutt. Come here. Hold still now. Come here.
Songster! That's all there is!
Wait a minute, son. He's still underwater. Take you, will you?
All right, stand by up there.
Okay, Brokaw. Get out and roll him, will you?
Tinker, my little Tinker. Oh,
Okay, roll him. Come on, roll him. Back up on yours, Brokaw. Okay, keep her going, kid. That's it. Keep her going. Ah. Keep her rolling. Okay. Hold it.
Oh, boy. You made it.
Thank you, son. Thank you.
Hold it. Hold it. This way, please. Thank you.
Hey, fella. I'm city songster. Oh, yeah. Hey, I understand you're working for me, huh? Well, I might be. We'll have a talk later, huh? When we get a chance.
All right. Now let's see that driver's license.
Well, I guess I lost it.
I'll vouch for him. Joe's a friend of mine, Captain. I guess it's okay, then. Come on, Mr. Alfred. Let's get the details.
I'll see that you get a license. Come to my office as soon as you get back to town.
What's with you, anyway?
Everybody gets a break sometime, Joe. Even you.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
That's where the high bluff used to be. 100 feet of water. And all the time the trailer was sinking lower and lower. You don't know what this boy did. Plunged into the water, ice cold it was. Disappeared from view. Everybody standing around. Oh, you're quite a boy, Joe. First day you came here, I knew you'd be the kind of hero we'd want.
Remember when we had our paper, that city morgue job?
picture in the paper?
Oh, I can't say that I did.
Jen?
Yes, you're pretty famous now, aren't you? Could I have your autograph?
Oh, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that it's the first time I ever had my picture in the paper, that's all. Aren't you working?
Dick's closed on Monday.
What you doing? You got a date or something?
Something.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll go on down to the point. See you around. You know, I didn't mean to make you mad last night.
Should we just forget about it?
You know, well, this afternoon, you really looked all right.
Well, how do you mean that?
Well, how do you think I mean in your bathing suit?
Well, I wasn't just standing around there for you to look at.
Oh, forget it.
Hey, you! I'm walking into town. I guess you can walk with me. Nice night.
Yeah. Summer's really here, I guess.
I like summer.
I never done this much. Want a cigarette? You don't smoke, huh? Well, saving money?
I guess you think I'm pretty cheap, don't you?
Oh, no, just joking.
I guess I am. I gotta be.
You know, I liked you the very first time I ever seen you. You come down the counter and spit in my eye.
You sure wasn't very polite.
That don't work for me, though. You know, I try being nice, I get shoved around, so I just shove first.
You're a funny fella.
Look who's talking.
No, I mean like today. Like, why did you risk your life to save that dog?
Oh, I just wasn't thinking, I guess. I heard the mutt in the trailer, and I had to get him out. Who knows why you do anything?
I know why I do.
You know why you came out here with me tonight?
No, not exactly. But I'm gonna find out.
When?
When I'm ready.
Hey! Ain't them new shoes?
$6.
Those are pretty. Well, that thunderhead's getting closer. get going. Guess we better run for it. Oh, boy. We made it.
Yeah.
Something nice for your night off, huh?
I don't care. Good night for sleeping.
Yeah.
Evening, folks.
How you doing?
Nobody else is coming.
Let me ask you something. Have you figured out where you came out with me tonight?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I swear I'm not dating you, Joe. I swear I'm not.
Hey, wait a minute. Here's your shoes.
Sure is a bad night.
What the devil are you doing in here?
We're not going to get any place if you make all that noise.
What do you want? First you send your brother snaking around after me, then you go hiding in a corner.
Little brother told me you caught him. You oughtn't have been out there, but little brother's real anxious. He was afraid you might tell Hank or somebody else.
What are you talking about?
Now, this is no place to talk about anything. Why don't we go down to the office?
I don't know what you're selling. I'm not buying anything.
Oh, now you've got the wrong idea, Joe.
Then spell it out.
G-O-L-D. Now, that's the way I spell it, Joe. Office is in the basement. You go right through the kitchen.
Still don't know what you're talking about.
I'll be waiting for you in the office, Joe. door behind you, Joe. Want some home canned plums, Joe? You know, Mama, these plums sure are good, you know. Oh, you never met little brother, Joe.
I've seen you around.
And that gentleman over there, that's my Uncle George. Uncle George's always throwing rocks at somebody. He gives us quite a time, don't you, Uncle George? Uncle George was Papa's older brother. Ned Glade murdered our Papa, Joe. Chopped him to death with a knife. That was a bad time for us. Why don't you just sit down someplace, Joe?
I'm going to get me a big white Arabian, a silver saddle, and come a rip snorting and a hooting right through town.
Uncle George's been a sheep herder most of his life. Just hates sheep, don't you, Uncle George?
But I love horses. I'm going to be a cowboy. I'm going to get you 100 head of horses and ride a different one every day.
Now, what's Joe going to think if we act like that, little brother? Little brother's a nervous type, Joe. You just don't pay no attention to him. Now we're going to be friends, ain't we, Joe?
Look, I ain't got nothing against you. I don't even know what you want.
There you go, playing footsie. Well, I expect you got a right to know who you're dealing with. Papa was the other man on that Santa Fe holdup. Him and Ned stashed the gold. Then Ned did Papa in. Make any sense, Joe? Nobody but Papa and Ned knew where that gold was. Papa told Mama some of it, how the trail began at the ranch and a few other things. Uncle George just walked his poor old feet to the nub for more than 30 years looking for that gold. Didn't you, Uncle George? Mama's worked her poor fingers to the bone all that time. And her the richest woman in town by rights. Mama, why don't you stop knitting, Mama? You're making Joe nervous. Main thing is, Joe, that gold is ours and not yours. That's all Papa left us. We just rent this old barn. That gold is mine and little brother's birthright. Now, you can see that, Joe, can't you? We've been waiting a long time. You got the secret, and it's ours. We expect you to tell us. Of course, we don't expect to leave you out. I don't see no reason why we can't split 5 ways. Do you, Uncle George? Well, we're honest, God-fearing folk. We're doing our share and share alike. And besides, we got enough money to manage the whole operation. And we got a car to move the gold in. And you ain't got nothing. Now, what do you say, Joe? Don't you think that's mighty nice of us?
I don't know you, and I don't know you.
Little brother's the one that clobbered you when you first come into town. He sure means business, don't he?
All right. All right, I'll tell you. I'm memorizing. That's pretty hard doing because there's so many details. And then I forget some of it. I forget it the other night when that big slob sandbagged me. I know. I just can't remember the way no more. Go ahead, hit me again. Maybe I'll forget some more of it.
You gonna swallow that?
Oh, Clem ain't got much choice. Maybe, Clem. I mean, you know, hitting a guy in the head is liable to jar his brain loose. Don't you think so, Clem?
Now, you say you forgot, but you still know some of it. Well, tell me just that, and I'll tell you what we know. Maybe we can piece it together.
I don't feel so good. I'm going to bed. My brain's getting looser. How dumb do you think I am? Beat it.
some kind of game you're playing with me, it isn't very funny.
I know who's playing games. You and them nuts downstairs. Those maniacs. If that ain't about the cutest I ever seen. They can't knock it out of me. You're waiting up here to try something else.
I don't know what I've done, but you can't treat me like dirt. Let go of me. Take your hand away from me.
Shut up in there. We got a pool to pump at 6 a.m.
You swear you ain't in with them? I want the truth. I want the truth, Hank, because I'm crazy about you. Maybe you know. Maybe you don't.
What's the matter with you?
I know the way. I know the way to the gold. I was going to take you with me. I was going to give you everything you ever wanted. You know them shoes with buckles. Not just the cheap ones, the real diamond buckles.
Are you crazy or something?
Listen, you ain't just kidding me, are you?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay. You ain't gonna like some of what you hear, but you better know it all. You see, I just got out of prison. You want to know what I was in for? All right. Manslaughter. Something I didn't do. At least I don't think I did. Anyway, there was this old guy in prison named Ned Glaze. They put me in with him. He was the one who first told me about the gold.
How do you know? How do you know you can find the way? That was a long time ago.
Well, the railroad dumps still had to begin with. Got mountains, creeks, and canyons. That's what we guide by. They've been there longer than time.
Joe, I'm scared.
With me?
Clem Williams. I seen him hit his mother with his fist because she wouldn't give him $5. Couldn't we leave town and come back without him knowing it?
No, they know that trail begins at the ranch. They just camp there and wait for us. No, we gotta do something to throw them off. Give us a chance to get gone before they know it. Beat it to the goal before they catch up.
Well, how can they catch up with us if we're gone before they know it?
It won't be hard to track us. We gotta move in a Jeep.
Clem Williams isn't expecting you to leave very soon, is he?
Well, he knows I need a car and some money.
I got almost $900.
And your savings?
Maybe I've been saving it for this.
I couldn't risk your savings.
Well, it's mine to risk.
All right, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick a time. There's gonna be a time when that crazy old guy's away from the ranch because he'd mark our trail and have Clem after us in 2 hours.
Okay, what do we do first?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna move out of here.
Okay, I'll move too.
No, you stay right here and you act like nothing happened. Act like you don't know nothing, see?
Thought you were going fishing.
I was. I want you to call every automobile dealer in the county. I want to know every used car, especially Jeeps and pickup trucks, that's been sold during the month of June. And who was sold to. You better check the dealers in Davenport, too. Now I'm going fishing.
What'd you do about the Jeep?
Rented a garage 4 blocks from the diner.
Gas?
It's full.
Yeah, you better get an extra 5-gallon can.
You think he'll come down from the ranch?
Well, if he don't come down for horse races, he never will. He's got a bug on horses. Are you ready?
Yes.
Still scared?
I'm with you.
Come on, hurry up, will you?
You think that car's following us?
That's not the Williams. That's Needle Point. Should be a mountain road on the other side. Okay. All right, take up the slack. All right, easy now. Go on, take it back. Go on. Hey, hold it.
Why don't you get a little sleep?
Joe, what happens if the gold isn't there?
It'll be there.
If it isn't there, you'll drift, won't you? Just pick up and blow.
What would you have me do?
I'm in love with you, you know that.
give you. None of the things that you want.
Maybe I might change my mind about the things I want. But don't do me any favors, because I can get along.
What's this all about? We're gonna be rich. No sweat, no strain, nothing like that. Just you and me. Try to get a little sleep.
What is it?
Listen.
I don't hear anything.
There it is again.
How can they follow us so soon?
Come on. Hurry.
Yeah, that's it. We get through that gap down there. We just got one more step. We got our hands on the goal.
Well, how are we going to get down there?
Right.
Well, you can't do that.
We got to. Bill can't get his car down there, that's for sure. All right, you walk.
I'm going to ride with you.
Now, look, if anybody's going to get hurt, there's no sense in it being both of us. Now, go on, do like I say. Hurry up. Hey. What's the matter with you? You got 9 lives, didn't you know that?
Highway 93. It runs right into Glendale.
We could have been here yesterday. All right, move on.
Don't take your foot off that clutch, boy.
Welcome.
told you Papa told Mama some of the way. This was some of it. Uncle George found his gap more than 30 years ago. We could have saved you a lot of trouble. You boys and girls look pretty beat out, I'd say. Oh, yes, sir. I'd say you'd had a time of it. Now, Mama's got some picnic lunch, and I've got some beer on ice. So why don't we all just sit around and chew the fat like, huh? Maybe even spend the night here so you boys and girls can get some rest. Now, what do you think about that, huh? I expect it's time to get down to business. Don't you think so, Joe?
What if I don't tell you?
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
You couldn't do nothing worse than kill me.
Not you, but her.
See?
Joe, they're only bluffing.
What do you think, Joe?
$250,000 is a lot of dough.
It's bigger the longer you wait for it.
Will you let Hank go?
How long you gonna make me out a fool, Joe?
What happens when you find the gold?
I'll think about it. I don't especially want nobody to get hurt, so I'll think about it.
Joe.
Shut up. All right. There's a mule road on the other side of this gap. You follow that road right up the watershed till you see a cliff of caves. Underneath that cliff of caves, there's a canyon. You go down into that canyon, you follow it around to your left. After a while, you're going to come to a deep, sweep-away valley where nothing but mesquite grows. About 1,000 yards out, there are 2 fingers of black lava flow pointing right at you. You walk between them 2 fingers to where they join. There's the goal.
Uncle George, you know that layout?
Might have. Country's getting fuzzy in my mind. I just can't seem to remember where I've been.
We'll wait till morning.
I wish I'd never seen or heard of you. You let them creeps get you out of the only chance we might have ever had. They wouldn't even done nothing to you. I'm going home. Who do you think that was following us last night?
I don't know. I hope they catch up, whoever it was.
Joe?
I told you, he said a cliff of caves.
I guess we go afoot from here.
I knowed when you turned west. I knowed that damn back the lake up here. He lied. He lied. He lied to us.
Where's the gold? Now you tell me. Where's the gold?
Is that where the gold is, Joe? Out there?
I remember now. Why, this is Black Canyon. I recollect them two fingers of lava out there, laying in the mesquite. That's where the gold is, all right. Why, bedded sheep between them, before they built that Hoover Dam. There's where the river runs that made the lake. Lord, I get old somehow. I wonder how old I am. I'm sure I'm old.
Bring that stick over here. All right, now hold on to it. You know how deep that lake is out there? It's over 200 feet. There's 50 feet of mud under that. Get your rope out of the water and take your family home. Waiting half a lifetime for that family to get into bad trouble. They almost made it.
How did you know?
I'm a good cop. I work hard at it.
Glad it was you following us. They might have killed us. They're crazy.
No more than you two. They've just been looking for that pot of gold a little longer. I'll be back out here next week or the next with a rowboat, steel rods, grappling hooks. They'll die fishing for it. Some people learn the pot's not there. Some don't. I left your Jeep up at the top of the road. I'd appreciate a ride back to town. Whenever you're ready.
Thanks for grabbing that big slab shotgun.
Think nothing of it. I'm glad we didn't find the gold. Wasn't really ours. We didn't have any right to it. And I guess that's why we didn't get it. You want to drift on to someplace else. I guess that's okay, too. And I'm not going to feel sorry for myself.